Hi guys, Stephanie here. It's Monday, May 10th. So today I have been thinking, what am I gonna have for dinner? Guess what? Chicken, but I want to make it a little bit more different. So last night I went ahead and defrosted my chicken, left it in the fridge, and it's all set to go. So this is going to be organic chicken drumsticks. Yep, by Perdue. So place that over here. I got my pan out and I'm going to mix in some vegetables. Yes, some carrots and some celery. Right here. As you know, I have to watch out with what I eat because I have Graves' disease. So I have to watch my salt intake. And that means I have to use certain spices that don't contain a lot of sodium. I can't have spices that contain a lot of sodium. That's important because the iodine and sodium is what spikes up your T3s and your T4s. And in the oven it goes. So while it's baking in the oven, I have the most interesting thing to discuss with you guys today. It's kind of weird, but I found out what actually happened on the day that someone attempted to use a PIN to access funds from my account. It's not what I thought, but I don't think the public is aware of this. So maybe when I post a video, they'll know about it. See you soon. So, I got the chicken in the oven. I got plenty of time to discuss today's topic. So here it goes. As you know, last week after I pumped $40 worth of gas into my tank, I was shortly thereafter I was notified that someone back at that gas station, Speedway, was trying to access my account and withdraw $75. Well, as you know, I went to the police station, the sheriff's office, and filed a report. But since then, I have received several emails from Speedway to contact the credit/debit department. And that's what I just did a little while ago before I prepped my chicken. So I spoke with the management in the credit department there at Speedway Corp, and they told me to read them my debit card number. So I did, and she looked it up. She located the transactions and also the $40 that I had charged on my debit card for gas for my vehicle. So after she carefully looked at it, she told me that the transaction where I thought someone was trying to access my account to withdraw money was the pump itself when I initially slid it in, and it told me to go inside to conduct business. What happened was, if the computer at the pump can't read your card, it will authorize or reauthorize to pump up to $75 worth. Okay, so it does that on its own. But when it does this, you're not notified anyway. What happens is when it does that, it could take a few minutes for it to happen. But it also told me to go inside to get assistance from the cashiers that work at the counter. But what it did was, it sent my bank a notification that there was a pre-authorization to pump up to $75. Now, who the heck knows about these things, right? So the woman at Raceway or Speedway was telling me that this is all kinds of stuff that's written in the fine print of your debit card, and also when you use gas stations. But she's saying that these pumps are not current with different softwares from banks to move more rapidly. So when I received a notification from my bank telling me that someone is trying to access my account, I went into panic mode. But I followed all guidelines set forth by the person I spoke with from Speedway Corp last week. Nobody knows that this happens. I've been doing it for years, and sometimes my debit card will not work for some reason, and it will tell me to go inside to finish with my business transaction with the assistance of the cashiers. So anyways, my bank last week urged that I cancel my card because of course they're not aware of all these stupid things. And here I am now with no debit card for a whole week. I gotta wait till Friday to get my new debit card. All along I'm thinking someone, an employee at the gas station, was doing some funny business. But it was a system. The system that nobody knows anything about, okay? Which has to do with softwares and alert systems and override crap. Well, that's good, because now I know. But anyway, the other thing I want to talk about is going back to transition stuff. I remember, I think it was like maybe the second year during my transition, I would encounter people that would look at you and size you up like, she's transitioning, right? But I'm noticing that they have different size hands as some women, or bigger feet, or we simply don't have the hourglass figure like other native women have. That's just hogwash. You know why? My own family members, which were cisgender women like my grandmother and my aunt and my father's side, had very big hands. My aunt had big hands. My grandmother was a very stocky woman. She had big hands. You know? So why does society do stuff like this? I'll tell you why. They're looking for reasons to tell you or to bring to your attention that you cannot transition because you just don't look like a woman. To me, it's just their own insecurities saying, hey, well, you can't be a woman because you have manly hands or manly feet. Oh, nonsense. A woman I worked with told me one time, but Stephanie, you don't have an hourglass figure. I looked at her and I said, where's your hourglass figure? So we stood there, I'm saying, okay, let's see how many women that walk by us that have hourglass figures. I must have seen like 50 different ones walk by and none of them had hourglass figures. You know why? Because not every woman wants to be a freaking model that they have to have hourglass figures or feminine hands. Like I just said, my grandmother and my aunt didn't have feminine hands. I don't have big hands, nor do I have small hands. I just have hands. Thank God. My feet are not very, very manly. They're just feet. Alright? I've never went out anywhere and encountered anybody that said, hey, stop walking. Why is your feet so big, man? But this is the nonsense that people go through, the length they go through, just to try to prove their insecurities or their discomfort. It's stupid. Very stupid. But your level of security or insecurity is within you. It's all how you perceive things. It never bothered me. It never even occurred to me. You know, an insecure person will never transition. I'm a very secure person. I'm a very strong woman. I don't think about what people are thinking, and I don't think about what people are seeing. It's what I'm doing to me and how I feel within me. Now, I've dated several men. Not one man had ever said to me, Stephanie, your hands are so big. Oh my, your feet are so big. They didn't stare at my hands and my feet when I wore sandals. You know? Would they have gone and had sex with me and they say, Stephanie, something is not right here? Of course not. It's people's insecurities because they just don't know anything. Okay? They don't know the extent of which you have gone to become the woman that you always felt that you are. Okay? The men I dated were very secure men. It's only a very insecure man that would investigate. Alright? And they would be bad investigators anyways. So, anyways, I'm already starting to smell the chicken. So this time what I did was I chopped up some carrots. I didn't have any onions. I would have liked to put some onions on there, but I didn't have any. Maybe next time I'll grab some. I eat chicken at least twice a week, and some days I'll have turkey, or some days I'll have lean turkey, which I can mix with some of my whole wheat pasta. But I gotta watch my whole wheat, anything that's wheat, because wheat is something that's on my list not to have. But I love whole wheat pasta over regular pasta, which have more carbohydrates. At least the whole wheat pasta has more fiber and would break down more slowly in your system and will release more energy, or it would digest slower, so you can use it over a longer period of time than regular pasta. Regular pasta would convert to sugar more quicker than the whole wheat pasta. But anyway, I'm having a nice day at work. When I first started working at the company I work for right now, I had been working shorthanded for the longest time. And I was busting my haunch to keep up with the customer demands and make sure that my department was fully stocked. And now that I have more help than I need, I'm seeing that business is taking a little dip. That means that I have all the help I want, but I don't have the business to keep everybody busy. So I'm hoping that we have a busy week, so time goes by quicker. So anyways, I have an appointment with my endocrinologist this week, and he's all the way up in St. Pete. Because of the COVID, I was forced to only have video interviews with him here instead of driving and doing it one-on-one like we usually do. So they called me to tell me, oh, Dr. Moreland doesn't want to do a video because he hasn't seen you in 6 months and we have to check all your vitals. So Wednesday, I have an appointment with one of the, I think it's LabCorp, to go run my blood work and make sure that my kidneys and my liver's doing good, my liver enzymes and all that's good. I have never had a problem with my liver from the use of hormones over a lengthy time. I think if you're on hormones and you haven't given yourself a break, think about giving yourself a break from the hormones. I know it's not easy to do that because within 2 weeks your body will start showing signs of no control, like hot flashes, a little bit of irritability, and all those things associated with not having hormones. But you do deserve a break, and at least a couple of months. You know, a couple of months may seem like forever because hot flashes last anywhere to a minute to a minute and a half, and those minute to minute and a half may feel like hours, you know. But it's like every 45 minutes the hot flashes come in, but it's only lasts for a minute and a half. So anyways, I hope you guys take away something from what we discussed today. Whether it be how I cook my chicken or discussion about how I found out that someone really wasn't trying to get into my debit account. In fact, it's something that happens at the pump, that if the pump doesn't recognize your debit card, it would actually go in, but it's also doing a pre-authorization for up to $75 on buying gasoline. Even though my bank statement said several attempts to withdraw $75. That wasn't the case, which is good. I never knew that. I wonder how many people are aware of this. But good nights. We'll be right back, and I'm gonna go check my chicken. Yeah, so the chicken is doing really good, and I'll say about maybe half an hour or so, or whatever. So anyways, just before I came off my transition, I wrote this piece I want to read to you guys. It says, "Time to be me. It has taken me years to realize that I know who and what I am. And it seems that society does not understand. The years of pain that I have had because of the games people play has really taken its toll. I refuse to play them. It is time to risk everything to simply be myself and not carry the baggages of my past. So I turned that writing and saying into a little plaque, and it looks like that. That simply says that I don't care what happens. I don't care what people say. I don't care that they don't understand. I don't care that they don't accept me. But I understand. I understand and I accept. And so what I did was, I keep it here to remind me of how I was and how I felt and where I want to go in my life. Awesome. Yeah, so the chicken is dynamite. Smells good and it tastes good. So I want to say thank you once again to all my subscribers that took the time to subscribe to me. I appreciate you so much. And if you're new watching my channel and you thought it was interesting or entertaining, consider becoming my subscriber and hit that top bell to get future uploads. And thank you very much. I hope you guys have a great day. This is how I stay thin. It's not just chicken.